Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about external funding opportunities for graduate students in a research program. So in the team we have Catherine Veloso, she's External Awards Advisor at the School of Graduate Studies. So if you want to talk about what opportunities are available to you or eligibility criteria, she's the person to contact. You have her email address here, or you can book a meeting. You can find our booking system through Concordia website. Once you've decided what opportunity you will be applying, you can come to me and we can work in your research proposal, in your personal statements, and I can help you develop the best possible application for you to apply. My name is Cecilia Kramer. I'm the advisor of Fellowship Application Development. Here is my email, and you can also book a meeting with me as you please. So today we're going to understand a bit how the Canadian system works in terms of awards. So here in Concordia, we have basically two types of awards. One is the internal awards. So basically the money that we receive in Concordia, we are sharing these awards into the departments. So they are pre-allocated awards that each department will manage. So if you're thinking about internal awards, my advice is for you to go and talk to your graduate program director, because each department here in Concordia are managing their own internal awards. They're donor specific, or there are maybe other internal initiatives. So I'm not going to focus on this. Where we are going to be focusing on this presentation is about external awards, more specifically about Tri-Agencies and FRQ agencies. These external awards are specific for research-based programs. So if you are in an in-course-based program, again, I would suggest you to talk to your graduate program director to see if they have any specific opportunity for you. Here, it's only research-based programs or thesis. So your program has to have a strong research component, or you have to have a thesis at the end of your program. For those of you, for example, doing an MFA, that you're doing a research creation project, this also applies to you. So here in Canada, we have two major funding agencies, what is called the Federal Tri-Agencies, because it's comprised by three different agencies: the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, we call it SSHRC, the Natural Sciences and Engineering, that we call NSERC, and the Canadian Institute of Health Research, that we call CIHR. Here in Quebec, we also have the provincial counterpart, that's the Fonds de Recherche du Québec. Again, for social sciences and humanities, we have the FRQSC, Société et Culture. For nature and technology, FRQNT, Nature et Technologie. And for health research, we have FRQS, that is Santé. So selecting the appropriate agency is crucial. If you're eligible to apply to these two agencies, then you will have to choose which one is a better fit for you. So if you're applying to the Tri-Agency, you will have to choose between SSHRC, NSERC, and CIHR. You can only submit an application to one of these agencies. If you are applying, for example, for SSHRC, and you're also eligible for FRQ, then I would suggest you to also apply to FRQSC. So how would you select the appropriate agency? SSHRC and FRQSC is going to be funding research that is primarily in the social sciences and humanities. So basically, all the research that is how we live, how we interact with other people as individuals, groups, and society. Also, for those of you that are doing research creation, this is the SSHRC and FRQSC is going to be funding research creation projects. If your research is more about the natural sciences and engineering, then you should apply to NSERC and FRQNT. And finally, if your research has to do with health or how to improve the health services or products or improve the Canadian healthcare system, then you should apply to CIHR. Many times the research proposal is very straightforward. So if you are in the engineering department, there are very big chances that you're going to be applying to NSERC and FRQNT. But some other programs, for example, psychology, the research proposal can fit in both NSERC or in CIHR. So it really depends how you're writing your research proposal and the outcome of this. So if you're not very sure, you can check in these agencies' websites. They have all the mandates there. And if you still have some doubts, you can contact me and we can try to decide what's the best agency for you. This is very important, again, because if your application, if your research proposal, for example, fits into NSERC and you're applying to SHRC, then it's going to be redeemed ineligible. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the Tri-Agency Awards. Basically, these awards are open only to Canadian citizens, permanent residents, and protected persons. There is a pre-selection process in Concordia. This means that they are going to be internal application deadlines. All the deadlines that I'm going to mention here are internal deadlines here in Concordia. So we have the Canada Graduate Scholarships for master students that we call CGSM. All the agencies, SSHRC, CIHR, and NSERC, the value is $27,000 per year, and it's only for 1 year. The application deadline is December 1st. Then we have for PhD students, the Canada Graduate Scholarship Doctoral. Again, for all the agencies, SSHRC, CIHR, and NSERC, the value is $40,000 per year for up to 3 years. And the application deadline is October 11th. Then I'm going to mention very quickly what we call the Vanier CGS Doctoral. This is only for PhD students. It's again for all the agencies. It's a very competitive award. We're going to talk about this in a second, but it's open to all citizenships, even international students. The internal deadline for this year is going to be September 13th. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria. So for the masters, if you're thinking about doing a master program, this is only for Canadian citizens, permanent residents of Canada, or protected persons. The agencies allow you can be enrolled or intend to apply for full-time admission at the Canadian University in a program that has a significant research component. This means that you can apply before starting the program. So let's assume you want to start a master's program with a research component in 2025, then maybe it's a very good idea for you to apply for this funding award, this fall competition. So you will have an award when you start your master's. The other thing is like you can only apply during your first year of your master program. So they say as of December 31st of the application year, have completed not more than 12 months of full-time studies in the program. So if you have started your master program, let's say in fall 2023, then you are not eligible to apply this year. And the last thing that they will require is to have a first-class average that here in Concordia is a GPA of 3.7 out of 4.3 in the last 2 completely years of study, full-time studies. Okay, so we are going to be taking full-time semesters, but if you have done a part-time semester, then we are going to be counting credits backwards until a full-time equivalent is assessed. For the doctorals, this is again for Canadian citizens, permanent residents of Canada, or protected persons. They also allow you to apply before starting your program. So it states be enrolling or intend to apply for full-time admission at the Canadian University in a program that has a significant research component, and you must have completed no more than 24 months of full-time study. It means that you can apply in the first 2 years of your PhD program. Again, so you can apply before starting the program and in the first 24 months. If you are a direct entry PhD student, it means that you finish your bachelor and you start your PhD student right away, or you are a fast track student, it means that you were doing your master program and then you fast track to a PhD, they allow you to apply in the first 3 years. Just a note, if you are a direct entry PhD student, you should be applying in your first year for master funding. So these agencies, they allow you to apply in the first year for master and then get PhD funding for the second and third year. And again, they will also ask for a first class average of GPA 3.7 or an A minus. I'm just going to give a short comment on Vanier. This is open to all citizenships, not only Canadian citizens and permanent residents, but also for international students. As I say, this award is highly competitive and they will be funding what is called the leaders of tomorrow. So they're going to be taking into consideration academic research, academic excellence, research ability, and leadership skills. The value is $50,000 per year for up to 3 years, and they will be awarding 166 scholarships in whole Canada. There is a pre-selection process in the universities, and here at Concordia, we are requesting each department to nominate one applicant. So one of the things, if you are interested in Vanier, if you think that you're a good candidate, if you have not only academic excellence, research potential, but also leadership skills, then you should contact your graduate program director about this to inquire about the nomination process of each department. Moving forward to the FRQ awards. FRQ, it's open to Quebec residents, students admitted to a graduate program, or students supported by a supervisor, regardless of their citizenship. There's a direct application in the FRQ system. There's no internal process. There's no internal deadlines here in Concordia. For the FRQ masters, for all the agencies, the value is $20,000 per year for up to 2 years. And for FRQ doctoral, the value is $25,000 per year for up to 4 years. The application deadlines for masters and doctorals is the same. For FRQSC, for social sciences and humanities, is October 1st. For FRQNT, that is a natural and technology, is October 2nd. And for FRQS, that is Santé, health, October 3rd. I will also mention one specific award that FRQ has, that is what we call the PBEEE. This award is specific for international students. It's $25,000 per year for up to 3 years. And this is the only FRQ award that there is an internal application deadline. Here in Concordia, July 31st. Sorry, it's 2023. No, it's 2024. And every year is July 31st. So eligibility criteria for FRQ. So you have 3 different ways to apply for FRQ. One is to be a Quebec resident. This means that you need to be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and have a health insurance card issued by the Registre de l'Assurance Maladie du Québec, that is the RAMQ, or you are in the process of getting one. So if you have the RAMQ, then you're good to go. You can apply. If you do not have the RAMQ, it's okay, because they allow you to apply with a letter of admission to your program. So if you're an international student or an out-of-province student, you do not have the RAMQ, but you are already admitted to the program, then with the letter of admission that Concordia provides to you, you are eligible to apply. You don't have it because you are thinking in doing this program, let's say fall 2025, so you haven't applied to the program yet, but you're in a good relationships with the professor and you know that this person probably is going to be your supervisor. So you can ask them if they can fill the supervisor's form. This is a statement, this is a letter that will say that yes, they will take you as your supervisor. So once you are applying to this program, then they will be your supervisor. So only with that, then you are eligible to apply. So again, you have 3 options. You can apply with the RAMQ, or you can apply with a letter of admission, or you can apply with the supervisor's form. For the eligibility periods, for master students, they will allow no more than 3 full-time terms as of May 1st, 2025. This means that if you started the program, the master program, before May 1st, 2025, then 2024, sorry, you are not eligible. And you can apply before starting the program, but you should start your program between May 1st, 2025 and January 2026. Okay? For the doctorals, they will allow you to apply before starting the program and in the first 14 semesters as of May 1st, 2025. This means that you can apply in the first 3 or 4 years, depending when you started the program. Here are the deadlines. As I say, FRQNT, October 2nd, FRQS, October 3rd for both master and doctoral, FRQSC, October 1st, NSERC, CIHR, and SHRC. Masters is December 1st, NSERC and CIHR, October 11 for doctorals, and SHRC doctoral September 27. Please verify all the details in the coming weeks. Once the relevant scholarships are posted, you can check Concordia external funding website and each agency website for more accurate and up-to-date information. But we really try to get the external funding website in Concordia up to date. And some questions that I always have, can I apply to both? If you're eligible to apply to Tri-Agency and FRQ, yes, you can apply to both at the same time. So let's assume you will be applying in this fall competition and you are eligible to Tri-Agency and FRQ, then I will strongly recommend you to apply to both. The application requirements are very similar, so you will be already putting the work to fulfill the research proposal and everything what is needed. But if you get awarded with both, with the Tri-Agency and FRQ award, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to hold them simultaneously, but you can hold them consecutively. Once the, say, Tri-Agency award finishes, then you can have the FRQ. So not hold it at the same time, but consecutively. Another thing that I want to mention is the special entrance awards. So for newly admitted students that already have in their power one of these awards, provincial, federal, or any prestigious foundation scholarship, we at the School of Graduate Studies, we offer $6,000 for masters and $10,000 for doctoral students. This is only one-time award, but we are awarding you this a scholarship, so you should hold at the moment of starting your program. So if you start your program in fall 2025 and you already won one of these awards, so we are going to offer you this 6,000 or 10,000, depending if you're a master or PhD student. There's no need to application. Just let us know at the email that is in the website, external graduate awards at concordia.ca. Unfortunately, if you started the program, let's say fall 2024, and then you get one of these awards next year, we're not going to be able to offer you this. This is only for students starting their program with one of these awards. And just to finalize, I just want to remind you how is the funding timeline, because academia is a place, is very different than other fields. So all these fellowships and scholarships that I mentioned, they only have a deadline once a year. So if you're missing the deadline, then you will have to wait a whole other year to apply to these scholarships. So just for you to have an idea and start planning ahead, July to August is where all these detailed instructions are posted in the agency website, new guidelines, new deadlines. As I say, funding, the external funding website at Concordia, we try to keep everything up to date. August to September, grad pro skills, they provide a lot of info sessions and workshops available for you to have all the tools to apply for all these scholarships. September to December is when the applications are due. December to March, there's nothing for you to do. This is where the applications are being reviewed by internal reviewers and external committees too. And in April, usually, as we have all the results announced. So it means that if you are applying this fall 2024 competition, we are going to have the results in April 2025, and the earliest that you can have the money if you get awarded is in summer 2025. Okay? My general advice, be patient. Takes a lot of time to get a good proposal, so start as soon as you can. You will be writing several drafts, and apply to everything you can as long as you are eligible. Do not waste your time applying for something that you're not eligible, so really check the eligibility criteria. And as I say, if you have any particular question, you can contact Catherine. And once you decide, okay, I'm eligible, I will be applying for this, you can contact me and we can start working on your application. So good luck, and I hope you see you soon. Bye.